Have you ever wondered whether or not a techie mattress could be a tech nemesis or maybe your hero? We're going to dive into what could be the shadowy side of sleep tech here today. 8 Sleep is facing some emerging criticism regarding their mattresses, particularly related to the integration of Apple's ecosystem and some negative user experiences. 8's been doing a lot of what seems like influencer marketing. I can't confirm that. I can just confirm that I've seen a lot of people talking about it that are sort of within my purview. And just as somebody who has worked with brands before, so it smells like sponsorship material to me. So I can't confirm that. I've just seen a lot of people that are on my radar doing 8 Sleep promotions. And it's funny because I go down and I check out the comments. Let me just say, I haven't used an 8 Sleep mattress. I've thought about it. And honestly, there's other interesting alternatives if you're looking for a way to cool off or heat your bed or whatever to find just the right temperature. So this isn't really about that. What this is about is people who are complaining about the subscription to be able to use the tech features that come with this interesting mattress, which actually I'm sure probably for the most part does what it says it does. It should for the price, but kind of like how people have been off-put by Toyota charging you for this and that little service. You know, if you want remote start, that's going to be another $8 or $9 a month, whatever it is. People are like, are you kidding me? You're going to charge me to go to sleep at night? It's a weird model is all I'm saying. And I'm just kind of, it struck me as weird. I want to read a few comments that I ran into. For instance, here's somebody who said that they thought that we should start boycotting businesses that employ this sort of a business model, charge you a membership fee to be able to use the product as intended. I remember a while back, I actually went and looked at a Toyota truck and I was like, I can't believe all the things that they want to charge me for. You know, here's the truck and I want to pay for it and just be able to use it. And I can't imagine buying a mattress of all things and, you know, not owning it outright, but having to have a subscription in order to access the best features of it just to use it in my own house, just to go to sleep. So like, this is why I'm bringing this up, because it's funny. This commenter is like, never thought I'd say this, but at that point, you just got to jailbreak the bed. If somebody is talking about having to jailbreak your technology because they can't put up with it, there's probably a bit of a disconnect here. And now, again, I hear like good things about this, but it's often, I don't hear like a normal, average, everyday person that I just bump into being like, hey, you have to use 8 Sleep. In fact, I hear about things like BedJet or something like, hey, it's way cheaper. And I know somebody who has the BedJet and invests a little bit in it and they love it. And they bought like 4 for the house. And like that is something that I heard about in real life, in everyday life, a real person. But it's mostly like celebrities or influencers that I see out online who are like talking about how much they love their 8 Sleep setup and they can't live without it. Hey, if you're not already signed up for the newsletter, you got to do it. It comes out on Fridays. It's free. It won't waste your time. Fill you in on everything Apple related in 30 seconds or less. Plus, comes with free wallpaper. And if you didn't know, I've got some courses available online. New one on AI coming up shortly. But I've got a course to teach you how to be productive finally. A course that goes way beyond the basics of Apple's Freeform app. A course that'll teach you how to shoot pro iPhone video if you're a beginner. And plenty more. Check it out. It's all linked up down below. But as I go looking what normal people are saying, they're like, yep, I was interested until I heard about the subscription BS. A membership to sleep in your own bed. And actually it looks like it's $15 a month to have all the features enabled. That does seem kind of crazy to me. I think probably I would not ever buy this if I had to pay that ongoing subscription. Let's say I want to pay $3,000 or $4,000 for the top end of the mattress. I think that there should be no subscription, honestly. Now, mattresses are expensive. You can buy a much more expensive mattress than that, but I don't want that ongoing subscription. And here's the other thing. Are they also getting sleep data that potentially could get aggregated and sold as well for another income source? Literally everything about this just seems weird to me. And I know we're heading into a future where subscriptions are everywhere, where you don't own everything, including your data. And it's weird, like they have all these cool looking graphics for a mattress on their website. They're working with all these big name people. And I don't know, it just seems weird. If they're having to spend so much, it could be a great product, but it also just something feels off. And if you're charging a subscription, I don't like the sound of that. And I'm kind of bringing this up because I want to know what you guys actually think. If there's anybody out there who's using it and you're like, hey, it's worth it, I want to hear about that. I don't want to just poo-poo it, not really having tried it or knowing anything about it, but just from the outside, it seems a little bit wonky. And if also you're kind of like me, you're like, why would anyone do this? I want to know what you think about this as well. Some of the people that like it include Huberman and Adia. Like these are some people who have some solid health stuff. And for just a second, I was like, is this the company that Apple bought? It's not, because Apple acquired Bedit back in the day. I think it was like 2017. It's been a while. But on the Eat Sleep website, they're talking about why experts and influencers are raving about the pod. Well, is it because they got paid to say so? Maybe. And I'll just say, like, I understand taking a sponsorship for something. I've done all kinds of different sponsorships and different sorts of deals over the years. And if it's a win-win because you actually believe in the product and you think it's really good for your audience, then that's fine. Like do a win-win-win for everybody. Your company wins, you win, audience wins. Like that's the right way to do it. But for all the cool looking features, even if you did want to pay the subscription, I've actually seen there's been some, reports of app glitches, connectivity problems, potential things that people just find restrictive or overly expensive. So let me know what you think, but I just don't like, I think beyond the mattress, right? This happens to be a mattress that brought it up, but the Toyota thing, that's been bugging me for a while. I don't like the future that we're heading into potentially, where there's so many little subscriptions for every little thing, and where less and less we have the opportunity to just own something and it works forever until you buy a new one. I don't like that. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. And part of what bugs me about it too is like, I like gadget things, like that's why I have a tech channel. And increasingly, as I get older, maybe I like them a little bit less. In some circumstances, this might count. But, like this kind of fits into smart home tech in a way. But it's smart home tech that bugs me, even if it worked well. Sometimes it's hard to unplug from your phone or from the internet, from social media. It's just a weird thought to be like, well, it's hard to unplug from my bed because I've become dependent on the tech features on the bed.